My name is Rachael Banks with Texas United Realty. Welcome to my page, Houston Homes for Sale. Today we are going to have on one of my lender friends, Jon Knoblock from Highland Homeloans, to talk about what do you need to know as a first-time home buyer in this COVID-19 situation. Let's begin. Jon, what kind of programs are out there right now? What kind of assistant programs do you have?
So we have several assistance programs that are available to you. Some of the biggest ones that we use are the Bond 79 program, also known as the TDHCA program, and then also there is the TSAHC program, which is also available to first-time home buyers. And also, even if you're not a first-time home buyer, they also still have programs that are available as well.
Excellent. So what are requirements to try to get into one of these programs? What do we need to have?
So basically they do have a minimum score requirement that we do look for to see if you qualify, and also they do have income maximums that we look at as well. So basically at that point when we're looking at your application to go ahead and get you qualified for a loan, we are looking to see if you do qualify for any of those assistance programs that are available, and if so, we will present those to you. On each one of these programs, you can get up to 4% of the loan amount towards your down payment and also towards your closing costs. So it will cover the bulk of what would be needed at closing. We are able to do these on all products that are available out there in the industry, which is on conventional loans, FHA loans, VA, and USDA.
So Jon, what kind of mortgage programs are out there right now for a home buyer?
So there are several different types of mortgage programs that are available. And this is for either if you're a first-time home buyer or an existing homeowner. You have your conventional loan, which requires either a minimum of 5% down on down to 3%. FHA, which will require a minimum of 3.5% down. You also do, for our veterans out there, you can get in with 0 down. And then also we have USDA product, which will also get you in with 0 down. Now on the USDA product, we always have to remember that the home does have to be in a USDA qualified area.
Okay. And what do you mean by USDA qualified area?
So basically those are your rural areas of town. For example, you're looking in most cases outside the Houston area. It could be more up towards Conroe, maybe a little bit further out than Conroe, although there are pockets in certain areas that are USDA. When your agent is looking, or Rachel is looking at homes in a certain area for you, if the home can qualify for USDA, typically when she's looking, it will note that it is in a USDA area.
So since we are in this COVID-19 stage of our lives right now, how have the requirements changed since February or January this year?
So the requirements have gotten a little bit more strict for now, and we do believe that this is going to be temporary. So for example, on FHA loans, we used to be able to go down to a 580 credit score, but right now the credit score minimums have pushed up to 640. Again, we do anticipate these to go down at some point in time. But with that being said, when we are looking at your credit and so forth, if we do show that maybe you are a little bit below that 640 requirement, there are things that we're able to do when looking at a credit report to see if we can get those credit scores where they need to be. So I always encourage someone to apply even if they think that their credit scores are lower than the 640, just so that we can take a look at it, because sometimes it does not take much to get you to where you need to be in order to qualify for FHA. Now, conventional still goes down to a 620 credit score. Conventional has not changed their guidelines on that yet. VA has also moved up to 640, and also USDA has moved up to 640 as well.
So if I'm a self-employed, I own my own business, what is the difference between getting qualified as a 1099 employee or a self-employed employee versus having a W-2?
Good question. So naturally, if you're W-2'd, it does make it a little bit easier on your qualifications possibly. Typically, we're getting your last 30 days payroll check stubs, and then we're getting your last 2 years W-2, and we can use that to go ahead and calculate your income. Now, when you're self-employed, we do have to get into a little bit more detail. What we're typically looking at is your last 2 years tax returns, If you are 1099 self-employed filing a Schedule C, we will be looking at your Schedule C and taking an average over that net income over the last 2 years. Now, we are able to add certain things back into that income, like any type of depreciation, depletion, and business mileage, as long as you're claiming that this business mileage can be added back into that income. Now, if you have an LLC, a corporation, a subchapter S corporation, then not only do we need to get your personal returns, we are also going to ask for your K-1s and also your business returns as well to make sure that we are calculating that income correctly.
Awesome. Well, thank you, John, for coming out here today and talking to everyone about what you need to get into a home. We hope that you call us soon.
Again, if you do have any type of questions, please reach out to either one of us. We're here to answer any questions that you may have to get into more detail. Qualification does not, all it takes is time, does not take any money to do that. So even if you feel you may not be ready just yet, I always say, let us go ahead and take a look at it. If we're determined that you're not ready at this point in time, we're able to put together a plan for you to get you to where you need to be to finance in the future.
Awesome. And remember, my services are always free to the buyers. So if you want to go look at homes anytime in the Houston area or surrounding areas, just give me a call. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel today. Please be sure to subscribe below, and I hope to see y'all soon. Bye-bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.